Hey everybody, it looks like Kaceytron is flat out melting down again. Ethan Klein adds a new person to lawsuit, and it's not a woman. Holy cow. So I'm going to get into this as fast as I can. I'm just going to give you all the straight up details right here at the very beginning of the video. All I ask you to do is stick around, like, subscribe, and share, and ding that bell so you always get notified. I'm really trying to grow this channel, and I just want to give you guys the absolute most accurate information right here at the beginning. So Ethan Klein, straight up, is announcing that he is suing SeanDaBlack. Kaceytron here, absolutely melting down. We're just going to go over all of it. And I think we're going to have a good time here. I think this is going to be really, really funny. So, let's start off with Ethan's stories here because, you know, there are a little bit of videos there. Let's just get through it.
iDubbbz, Anissa,
great.
iDubbbz, Anissa, you care about your influencer boxers. You care about them so much. Give this guy 10 grand. Give this guy 10 grand.
No.
That's what I got paid.
$10,000.
That's what I got paid.
No, I'm
like how he's
serious.
modest.
No, well, I'm going to get money for
out.
training. For
I could.
Anyway, so, this is the thing. You know who they're actually giving money to? Kaceytron. Wow, it all fits together, doesn't it? It's crazy how everything comes back together to Frogan, Kaceytron, Hassan. This is so annoying. But it's wild, right? Anissa donates $1,000 to Kaceytron. No, as of yet anyway, no donations from Hassan. He's probably going to donate last minute or not at all. Wow, this is just absolutely, absolutely wild. So, we're going to get over to here to him posting, where I saw last night, just 10 hours ago. Good evening. I've been thinking deeply about everything going on, specifically about the accusation that I'm a misogynist for suing 3 women. You are all correct. It's not been fair. That's why I've decided to add SeanDaBlack to the lawsuits for gender equality. But still a minority. Just, you're not gonna get around it, Ethan, unless you get a straight white male who agrees with you. Sue him. That's the only way you're getting out of this from the left side. There's just no way around it, man. And you would have no reason to sue somebody who agrees with you because they wouldn't have broken the law, right? But, you know, just is what it is. So, anyway, for gender equality, Sean, be sure to thank all of your Snarker friends for their constructive advice. I mean, just absolutely hilarious. More dog pictures. We'll see if Ethan updates it all. But let's read this article. Ethan Klein announces he is suing streamer SeanDaBlack. Netizens accuse him of racism. So there it is. There it is. Just straight up. If you sue somebody and they're not straight and white, you are a racist. Even though Ethan is also a minority himself, being a Jew. You know? And then I have people all the time getting on my case every time I bring up that I am half Native American. They're like, you are like Elizabeth Warren. And it's like, do I look at all like a white person with blonde hair and blue eyes? Yes, I'm half Irish. Absolutely. But according to iDubbbz himself, the Irish were persecuted because Anissa's half Irish and half Persian. Therefore, her whole entire ancestry is oppression. I'm half Native American, half Irish. I guess that means nothing. Nothing at all. Whatever. You know, and as for the Persians, do you think they were persecuted nearly as hard as the Native Americans? That's why they don't like it when I bring it up. I live in Oklahoma. What a shock. Most of you guys probably don't even know what Oklahoma means. It's actually Cherokee for red man. Yeah, think about that next time you think about the Washington Redskins. Know what I'm saying? We named a state. We did that. Cherokees did that. We called it Red Man. Isn't that wild? Anyway, Oklahoma. It's like, you know, a town way away from me here called Inola. It's literally Cherokee for Black Fox. Almost every single town, Tahlequah, everything else is a Cherokee word for the most part. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Osage are here. The Seneca Cayuga's here, you know, that's my wife, Seneca Cayuga. Like, she's got a lot of Seneca Cayuga. In fact, she has pictures of her grandma in the internment camps. Not even kidding. Her, not grandma, great-grandma. So, her grandmother lived on, like, way north, a reservation that was granted by the government, pretty much as kind of like a sorry for putting you in camps type thing, but, you know. Anyway, 2025 has been, I'm not reading all that, who cares? Anyway, so he says gender equality. Let's see what this article says. Notably, Ethan Klein mentioned Sean's Snarker friends, seemingly referring to members of the H3 Snark associated Reddit communities, which are online groups supposedly dedicated to critiquing and satirizing Klein's H3 podcast content. Now, let's do this. Creepy Klein adds black man to his list of victims for equality's sake while on vacation. I mean, isn't that crazy that he doesn't mention anything about race? He doesn't mention anything about sex, and that's what they jump to every time. It couldn't possibly be just the simple fact that they stole his content. Well, stealing in the same sentence, huh? Okay, we won't go there. Anyway, following Klein's announcement, netizens from the Snark community claimed that H3H3 founders' pursuit of SeanDaBlack was racially motivated. Let's see if there's any proof to this. Creepy Klein adds black man. Okay, let's see. They refer to him as a misogynist and a racist. Okay. More snarkers pointed out how the YouTube decided to launch another lawsuit while on vacation with his partner Hila. Okay. LOL, if this man is legitimately serious, then he's completely lost the plot. He's gonna bankrupt himself off his own lawyer fees alone before they even get close to litigation. How out of touch you need to be on vacation on your 40th birthday. Dang, he's 40 years old. I didn't think Ethan was that much older than me. I'm 32. Actually, he does have more gray hairs than me, so I guess that's fair. But my gray hairs are ridiculous. With your wife and kids thinking, who am I going to sue today? Yeah, you know, he just chose a black man. He could have chose any black man, you know. He could have chose, like, well, I don't know. How many famous black YouTubers are there? Kaceytron or whatever, however you pronounce his name. He could have just sued any black man. But no, he happened to sue the one that, you know, happened to steal his content. I don't know. It's kind of weird, right? Reddit user Cheese and Adderall. Wow, what a name. Claimed that Ethan Klein's lawsuits follow a predictable pattern. Who would have predicted that next? What? It suggested he redirect his legal efforts towards larger streamers like XQC and Asmongold. Yeah, sue the two that actually, you know, reacted to his streams instead of just posting it, not reacting. That is insane. Both of them who have also reacted to Ethan Klein's content new video on Hasanabi. Why doesn't he sue Hassan? Oh, because Hassan actually reacted and he was asked to. So it kind of voids that out. It's weird how they leave that out. The central piece of content in the ongoing cases, the Redditor wrote. Never beating the allegations, just going after women and POCs. POCs. Well, imagine going around in life being called a POC. If someone called me a POC, I'd probably... Well, I can't say that out loud. But I would not be too happy about it. I'd be like, shut your mouth, you know? Whether... It doesn't even matter if it's being Native American or if I were black. I would not want somebody to call me that. That sounds so stupid. But anyway, they bring no substance here. While reviewing in October 2024... Ethan Klein video titled, I Won't Let Hassan Piker Lie to Me, to his audience on stream, Sean had claimed that the YouTuber specifically targets up-and-coming small creators. If these people think they're up-and-coming small creators, they are delusional. Delusional. I am an up-and-coming, well, I won't even say up-and-coming, because I don't know that for a fact or anything like that. I'm trying. I am a small creator, though. I am a small creator. I hope I could be up-and-coming, right? But I am an actual small creator, okay? These people are not. These people have tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of subscribers. That's not small. That's not even close to small. I have 15,000. I consider myself to be like slightly above small to a degree. Most small YouTubers are between 1,000 and 5,000 subscribers. That's probably your average YouTuber, really, that's doing any type of content. Anyway, the streamer concluded mimicking Klein. Yeah, so they mimic him and stuff, and then there's the end of the article. So no evidence whatsoever. Just the fact that the guy he's suing that broke, you know, copyright law is, just happens to be black. You know, stealing is a bad thing. And we need to fix the community of, theft. Anyway, let's get on to Kaceytron here. So, oh, this is all let's see. So we're going to get into this. Kaceytron blocked me pretty early on for showing that video of her driving while intoxicated and also reading Twitch streamers live. You know, when you have your phone in front of your face while you're driving driving a vehicle and you're also blitzed out of your mind, guys. That will be at the end of the video. Either side, both videos show Kaceytron blitzed out of her mind. So go ahead and click those, subscribe, and it will help me out a lot. So anyway, I literally just got myself out of debt. I've been scraping by desperately trying to get my head above water. Yeah, try doing that with 2 kids and actually working 2 jobs. A factory job and... I don't really want to bring up what my wife's doing and all because, yeah, you know, I don't want people to mess with her. But anyway, she's, yeah, well, we all know she's a nurse, but I'm not going to say where. Anyway, it's hard. It's really hard, guys. Like, she has no idea. She has no responsibilities. Anyway, trying to get your head above water. I finally got to a point where I could breathe, and now this. I thought of how financially damaging this could be is literally killing me. I cannot think clearly. Look, guys, here's the thing. I've got debt. I've got vehicles that aren't doing specifically well. Don't get me wrong, I will be able to handle it, but it's literally getting us strapped paycheck to paycheck. I have a computer down here that I built in 2017. It's having a hard time running and recording. I'll have to fix that probably next year when I save up enough. I'm not living the most poor life or anything like that. I'm not pretending that. But good God, the struggle is real. Whenever you look into your bank and you go, yep, 30 bucks. Sucks. It sucks. But that's what happens when you have kids and you work real jobs. You don't have kids. All you do is smoke all day. You have no reason to be in debt. Not like that. She's probably like, oh, I just got out of debt as she pays her car off. You know, decent car. Anyway, he's saying, life's about choices. And it is. You got to take responsibility for it. I have to take responsibility for it. I'm not sitting here whining and crying and asking people to bail me out. You made your choices. That's what a person does. And they live by them. And if they screw up, they figure it out. That's what a real hardworking human being does. So, anyway, does that. Then she retweets it. This isn't about copyright. This is about invoking incel support. You are an incel, Casey. You have no kids. You have no man. You're living with your parents. You smoke all day, and you steal people's content. Unbelievable. You literally, in your own words, you go out to binge eat when you're upset. Unbelievable. As someone who has been a target of incel harassment for 10 plus years, no, you haven't. There's a lot of them and few who speak up against it. What does that even mean? Men who delight in humiliating women for clips. I am so tired of being a target of this. No, you're not. If you were tired, you would quit. You would not be uploading anymore, or you would ignore it. It's not that difficult. So anyway, he says, I don't delight in women being humiliated. Just you. Which is brilliant. And then, of course, I show myself here. You know, it is what it is. But this is an important video. I like people seeing this video. Because this Kaceytron busted driving while HIGH, which YouTube is throttling because it has the word HIGH in it, but I didn't know any way to convey it across to people what was really going on. It's wild. It's very, very wild. So I am going to play just the small portion here where she pretty much admits it, okay? Right here.
Girl, I am fine to drive. Like, look at me. Like, I'm operating.
Oh! And then I comment here, and then I just want her to incriminate herself here again.
On a different level.
Let me see her eyes. Can I?
Like,
look into the camera.
I know. Like, yes, I have smoked a little bit of weed, but I know whenever I've had too much, believe me.
You can't. Yeah, you can't be driving. And the thing about it is you were driving the whole time. You were also reading texts. You know, your Twitch chat. Your Twitch chat, and you're driving. You can see in her rearview mirror. You can see every single business in her rearview mirror here. She is actively driving. Look at this. Well, she's parked right now, but she is actively. Oh, wait, is she parked? Actually, hold on. Did I just pause the video there to react? I can't remember if she's in the parking lot or if she's driving. No, she's definitely in the parking lot at that point. But she's reacting to Twitch in the full video. Both of them, each side of the screen there. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. Thank you for subscribing and dinging that bell, and I will see you all in the next one. Later.